You can write it. Meanwhile, we'll go to the next problem. Kirtana, you can explain that. Let's get on. Come on. Now, I expect everyone to prove this. Come on, solve this. Everyone, I want everyone to do this. 64 to the power of A is equal to 1 by 256 to the power of B.
I'm really confused. That's what I'm saying.
Why? What happened? Where are you confused?
In the question itself, it says 64A equals to 1 over 256B.
Correct.
Which
So
I simplified.
when you look at 64, what is the number that comes to your mind when you see 64?
Directly 4 comes to mind.
Very good. Now you can see it has a relation with 3A. That means the A here should have 3 in the power. That means what the cube of which number is 64?
The cube of which number is 64? 8.
No, 8 into 8 is
8 square.
64. 8 square is 64.
Yeah.
I'm asking you the cube of
4.
which number?
4.
Yeah,
Oh,
4.
4. Yeah.
4 fours is 16. 16 fours is 64. That's it. So the problem is related to 4. Just convert 64 in terms of 4 and also convert 256 in terms of 4. You'll have your answer. Guys, I like this participation in the class. I request everyone in the class to please get your mics on and have discussions in the class, at least in my class.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I love these conversations. That's how we learn. I'm enjoying when Arjun is talking to me, Arya is talking to me, Ronak is talking to me, Akshat is talking to me. I'm hating it when these girls are not talking to me. There's no girl participation in the class.
Sir, it's
They're
very ironic because this is what happens in my math class too.
What happens in your math class, Arya?
Like most of the time, only boys talk. Like
No, girls
generally.
are participating here. They're only participating in the messaging, not in the
Oh, there they
conversation.
don't even participate in messaging.
It actually takes time to type everything what you need to explain.
Yeah, exactly.
Arya, you said it was ironic. How is it ironic? Ironic has a very different meaning, Arya. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay, we'll discuss that in an English class.
Just saying I'm in Cambridge, so yeah.
Okay.
Cambridge is a very English school. Just saying.
No,
English.
Cambridge. Just come to my English class. You'll understand.
Okay, guys, let's get back to maths. We don't require grammar in the class. No worries. Concentrate.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Ronak.
Sir, if it is, let's say like minus 3 raised to minus 3, sir,
Okay.
then it will become plus 3 power.
No, we'll come to that. Don't worry. We'll come to negative numbers with negative powers. We'll come there. You know, guys, focus on the class now. We'll come to the doubts if you have at the end of the entire chapter. If you think that I've not covered even a single concept, you can question me. Okay. Now let's focus on the class because I have lot of things to complete. Okay. So, we cannot waste so much of time. Let's quickly solve this problem. 64 to the power of A. Now concentrate. He's asking you to prove that 3A plus 4B is 0. Now 3A, the moment I see this 3A, that itself gives me an idea that 64 to the power of A, when I see 64 to the power of A, I need a 3 here. Now when I see 64 and 3, the only thing that comes to my mind is 4 cube. That's how you think. That's how you are supposed to think. So you have your 4 into 4 into 4 is nothing but 4 to the power of 3, which is nothing but 64. Because 4 fours is 16, 16 fours is 64. Now 64 forza. Now 64 forza will be 256. Wonderful. So immediately, yeah, thank you, Kavya. Good to see you back talking. Good. 64 to the power of A. 64 is 4 to the power of 3 whole to the power of A is equal to 1 by 256 will be, yes, Kavya, what is 256?
4 to the power of 4.
4 to the power of 4 whole to the power of
B.
B. Very good. You will continue the problem, Kavya. I'm listening.
it then becomes 4 to the power of 3a is equal
4 to the power of 3. Yes, 4 to the power of 3a is equal to.
4 to the power of minus 4b.
Okay, let me do one step for everyone, then we'll come there. 4 to the power of, now tell me this step.
4 to the power of 4b.
Very good. 4 to the power of 4b. Because here, a to the power of m whole to the power of n, since, okay, since you know a power m whole power n is nothing but a power mn. That's the formula that we are using in this step. From here to here, we are using that step. Very good. So we can now write it as 4 to the power of 3a is equal to 4 to the power of 4b. When it goes up, it will be 4 to the power of minus 4b. Now, what is the formula since? What is the formula I'm using here mathematically? A 1 by a power m is nothing but a to the power of
Minus
yes.
m.
Very good. Very good. I'm using that formula. That's it. Your base is same. Your base is same. Therefore, your power should be equal. Therefore, can I say 3a is equal to minus 4b?
Yeah.
Yes.
So therefore 3a is equal to minus 4b. That implies that 3a plus 4b is equal to 0. Hence proved.
Sir,
Yes.
in the first step, you wrote 4 to the power of 3 whole power a is equal to
Correct.
1 by 4 to the power of 4 whole power b.
Correct.
Instead, we can start as 64 to the power of a is equal to 256 to the power of minus b. Like we can skip the fraction part.
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You can start with 256 to the power of minus b. Yes. Instead
Yeah,
of
it
this
makes
step,
it
what
easier.
you're trying to tell me is 4 to the power
That's
of
what I did.
4 to the power of 3 whole to the power of a is equal to, you're writing this as 256 to the power of minus b. That's your first step.
Yeah,
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
That's exactly what it is.
Girls took it seriously to the heart. Thank you so much, girls, participating in the class. Wonderful. Come on, go to the next problem now. Are we done with this? Is everyone okay?
Yes, sir, totally.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a concept that I need to teach. Concentrate now. Everyone, look here. This is a pure concept, nothing to do for you. Let me explain. Okay, good. So if a, m, n are three real numbers, a, m, n are three real numbers, it is saying a power m is equal to a power n, then m is equal to n. Whenever we have a power m is equal to a power n, wherein a, m, n are real numbers. Real numbers means, you know, we have this number line 0, minus infinity to plus infinity. All the numbers on this are real numbers. This is a real number line. If you remember, we discussed in one of our classes way back. Does everyone remember what a real number is?
Yeah, it was like one of our first or second classes.
Correct. All numbers, whether it is rational, irrational, all those numbers come on the real number. So all these numbers are on the real number. So on the number line, whether it is an integer, not integer, fraction, rational, irrational, all these numbers are real numbers. So here he's saying a, m, n are three real numbers. And if a power m is equal to a power n, if a power m is equal to a power n, then m is equal to n, except for a not equal to 0 and not equal to 1, not equal to infinity. This is something that you should learn. Now, what is he trying to tell you? What is he trying to teach you using this formula or this particular concept? What they're trying to tell you is, you cannot say that 0 to the power of 3 is 0, 0 to the power of 2 is 0, therefore 3 is equal to 2. Can I do that?
No.
No, sir.
Wonderful. That's exactly what you are supposed to learn. A power m is equal to a power n, m is equal to n only when that base is not equal to 0. That is something that you need to learn. That's exactly what I told at the start of my class today. If you go back, I told you at the end of today's class, you will learn something interesting, wherein I told you, I'm going back. Where is my, oi, I did some calculation here, na? Where did that go? Oh, that got erased. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
So that Olympiad level question. No?
Yeah, that Olympiad question that we did. If you remember, I told you there x is not equal to 0. You remember that?
yeah. I
Yes,
remember
sir.
it. I didn't write it down though.
Yeah. So I said that, but I told you it's too early for you to understand why x is not equal to 0. I'll come back to it, is what I told you. This is the point that I'm going to teach. I know that I'm going to teach this today. So after this, you'll find that easier. Now concentrate, come back. 0 power 3 is equal to 0 square. 3 is equal to 2. I cannot do this. Therefore, this is not the way to look at it. So, whereas instead of 0, even if it is 1 power 3 is also 1, 1 power 2 is also 2, 1 power 3 is also 1, 1 power 2 is also 1, and I will end up saying 3 is equal to 2. Can I say that? No. That's the reason this a, the value of a cannot be 0, and value of a cannot be 1. Similarly, value of a cannot be infinity also. Even if it is infinity power 3 is equal to infinity. Infinity square is also infinity. Therefore, 3 is equal to 2. I cannot say that. So this logic holds good. I need you to
Wait,
understand.
I have a question though, right? So
Please,
imagine
Arjun.
I took the number 2. 2
Okay.
to the power of 3 is 8, and 2 to the
Okay.
power of 2 is 4.
Yes.
But I cannot say 8 is equal to 4, right?
The 2 power 3 is 2 power 3 and 2 square, you said, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, they are not equal, na?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Because you're taking the example 1 to the power 3 and 1 to the power of 2, right?
Correct.
So, like, even 2 to the power of 3 and 2 to the power of 2 is not equal to 3 is to 2. 3 equals to 2, right?
Okay. I got what you're trying to say. I'll explain. I understood what's the point you're trying to make. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is infinity?
Oh, what is
Infinity is like a number that you cannot count. That's
It has no end to it whatsoever. No end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So infinity is a unending number. You know, for example, you say 1 million, 2 million, 100 million, billion, trillion. You know, you keep on going like that, zillion, and so on. So there is no end to the numbers, right? If I keep on writing numbers, there is no end to the numbers. That no ending, we call it as infinity.
Sir, then
Does that-
how m is equal to n not possible in infinity?
What? Repeat.
So then how m is equal to n not possible in infinity?
I'll explain. You know, for you to understand that, first let's answer Arjun's question. Arjun has made a real sense. Actually, by asking that question, he's actually asking me once again. He's actually telling me to explain this once again, because technically, what I'm trying to explain, I think it's not clear. So let me make it clear for everyone. Concentrate. Very good question, Arjun. I appreciate that. Now, what is 0 cube, Arjun?
0 cube is 0.
Very good. What is 0 cube is 0. Similarly, tell me what is 0 to the power of 11.
0.
Okay. I am now saying 0 cube is equal to 0. 0 cube is equal to 0. Therefore, I am saying 0 cube is equal to 0 to the power of 11.
And that is true.
That is true. Correct. But that doesn't mean that 3 is equal to 11.
No. Now I understand what you're trying to say.
I know. I understood what I got your point. When you asked this question itself, I understood what you are trying to ask me. I understood. So now you appreciate that?
Yeah, now I get the point.
So the point is, similarly, so here 1 to the power of 3 is also 1. 1 to the power of 2 is also 1. And if I say they are equal, therefore 3 is equal to 2. This is not true. Similarly, this is not true. So when we are comparing a power m and a power m, Your a cannot be 0, your a cannot be 1, and a cannot be infinity. Except for that, if a power m is equal to a power n, your m is always equal to n. I can guarantee say that m is equal to n for all real values of a, m, and n. Does that make sense to everyone? Will you remember this
So
for
why
lifetime?
can't it be
Yes.
infinity?
Why can't it be infinity? Very good question, Ronak. Very good question. What is infinity square, Ronak?
So infinity.
Wonderful. What is infinity to the power of 20?
So infinity.
Now, if I end up saying because they are both of them are equal to infinity, I will say infinity to the power of 2 is equal to infinity to the power of 20. Therefore, 2 is equal to 20.
So it's false.
It is false. That is the reason this base cannot be infinity. That's the reason that base cannot be 0. That is the reason base cannot be 1.
Okay, sir. Understood.
So this is, guys, listen. If you give this situation to even an engineering graduate, first year, second year kid who has not learnt mathematics properly, he will assume if a power m is equal to a power n, m is equal to n. He doesn't know that not everyone knows. It's not that every engineer doesn't know. Not everyone knows. There'll be many kids don't know these fundamentals. People make mistakes with these fundamentals, but people who crack these standardized exams like SAT or IIT JEE or Olympiad exams, they are very comfortable understanding these concepts and using them properly. Am I loud and clear? Even when you learn calculus in the future, you will find it easy now using this concept. Brilliant. Let's go ahead. We are short of time. We'll do only one class exercise problem today because we have learned concept. I want you people to go back and solve the remaining questions. Just I'll do one question. In next 3 minutes, I'll wind up the class. Okay, for today.
So x is 1.
X is 1.
1.
Yeah, x is 1.
Okay, very good. Everyone got it. X is 1. So 2 to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 4 can be written as 2 square whole to the power of x plus 2. Therefore, 2 to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 2 to the power of 2
Sir,
times.
sir, even I got x is equal to 1.
Wonderful. X should be equal to 1. Perfect. I think everyone got it. So let me not even explain. Yeah.
But sir, like it's 8:35.
Yeah, I'm done, Arya. Just give me 30 seconds. I'm done. Okay. I don't know how many of you are using the app and there is a class exercise in the app. I don't know all of you are solving it or not. You know, there is a class exercise. How many of you are using class exercises of the app?
Very rarely.
No, kids, you know, if you want to have a wonderful discussion in the class, you want to discuss doubts, you want to learn more, please use, there are some, errors in that, that's fine. I can discuss the errors in the class. If you have any question, if you are unable to get what, there might be small errors. We can always discuss. I'm getting those errors solved. I'm getting it done. So UPrep is a new company, you know it. So we have just ensured that, there's enough content for you to prepare. So, there is a class exercise. If you want, I'll quickly show you the class exercise. All of you can just, there is a ebook. In that ebook, there is class exercise. So, for example, I have discussed this question now. We don't have time. So what you can do is, these questions are there in that class exercise. Please solve these questions so that, yeah.
So there is no ebook on exponents and powers.
I'll get it done. You will get it today. If it's not there now, I'll get it uploaded immediately. Okay. So find the expression. You can do all these problems in the class exercise. Okay. So before my next maths class, ensure that you complete class exercise of session 2. Session 1 and session 2 complete entire class exercise so that you are better prepared for the class. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the
Chalo,
class.
good night.